everybody, I'm Mo of Many Colors, and I am so glad that you have decided to join me tonight for story time. I have decided to read you a very special book tonight. It is a book that I wrote myself, and I wrote it for a very good friend of mine, and his name is TN.T, and he doesn't know anything about this book until tonight, so this is a big surprise, and I really, really hope that you like it. I'm a little bit nervous, so if I go a little bit slow or a little bit too fast, that's probably why. But I think it's really important to always do things that make us nervous, because that's how we get over our fears, and that's how we do beautiful, wonderful things like write books. All right, I'm nervous. I'm going to take a deep breath. Okay. This book is called Wildflowers by Mo of Many Colors. And there are no pictures yet. I'm really hoping that my friend TN.T will draw the pictures that will go along with this book. So with that in mind, you'll have to picture what's happening in your head and use your imagination. Wildflowers by Mo of Many Colors. Once upon a time, there was a boy named TN.T. TN.T lived in an ordinary house in an ordinary town. However, TN.T was anything but an ordinary boy, for he had an extraordinary talent. TN.T drew the most beautiful pictures. It wasn't just their beauty that made them so special. It was what happened to the world around him when he drew. If he were feeling dark and stormy and decided to draw, storm clouds would begin to roll in, dark and stormy, to match his mood. If he were feeling heated out of frustration or anger, the sun would beat down just a little bit hotter to match his mood. No matter how TN.T was feeling, if he drew it, the weather would change to match his mood. One day, during a particularly rainy spring, TN.T noticed that his mother seemed unusually quiet and perhaps just a little bit sad. When he asked his mother what was wrong, she replied, "Sometimes, when it rains this much, I'm afraid it will never stop and I won't get to see the flowers bloom." Knowing how much the flowers made his mother smile, TN.T immediately got out his pencils and paper and began to draw. He was so filled with happiness at the thought of seeing his mother smile that as he drew, the rain stopped raining and the sun came out from behind the clouds. He drew flowers, fields and fields of wildflowers. And as he drew, the flowers in the yard began to grow and bud and blossom. TN.T finished his drawings and went in search of his mother. When he found her, she was in the backyard, standing in the sunshine, surrounded by wildflowers. Hearing him approach, his mother turned and smiled at him. She knew he had drawn these flowers just for her, and the smile he gave in return was the brightest ray of sunshine that day. Even when it feels like the rain will never end, the sun is just around the corner. And when the storm has finally passed, there will always be wildflowers. The end. I hope you enjoyed my book. It's a rough draft. Maybe it's perfect just the way it is. I think it's perfect just the way it is. You should let me know what you think. And depending on where you are in the world, I hope that you have a great day or sweet dreams. Good night.